Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm doing an update on what we did here today, and I'm gonna be pretty forward because there's not very many funds slash rooms that do this on an independent basis and the institutional basis that go 8 for 8 on a day when it's been pretty slow and everybody wants to chase global macro tanker headlines and bullshit shit about Trump every other day. But this is one of my traders, probably up almost 66%, just between trading vol and the Russell. And this is the kind of consistency that exists when you have a process, a model, and you understand some simple things about time and the concept of cycles. So today, one of the first trades we took was short oil. Came in here on the 15 minute and 30 minute, sold into the top of the range. This is our pie line. This is the 200-day. The cycles were high. All right, we put some bids in lower at the bottom of the cycle, about 50% of the retrace. We got filled on both of those. We've been talking about we like shorting the Russell into the highs and sold that well today. Covered. He finished out on the highs, but he actually covered intraday really well. All right, so sold here, sold the top of the range. We're outside of 2 standard deviations, covered back towards the 200. Pretty much sold a high of the move this morning. At the same time, we came out of our Dow long, so we have a balanced approach. We're not just, it's a long short fund, right? So it doesn't make any sense to be one way all the time. That's not how you trade. You want to trade across multiple durations, multiple assets. We came out of our Dow long into the high. I didn't put that back on. Wait for a deeper dip. You could have bought pie a couple times here later in the day. Took profits on 10s. Actually finished out on the high, so we took half of our core 10-year position off, and then against that this morning day trade, we actually went long on this candle here. All right, we bought calls, and then we said that our risk would be below pie on the 30-minute, which was down here. You can see around 115.21. We flashed through it, but there was no reason to get, no reason to panic. Plus, on the other side of that, we had other assets that were moving in our favor. For example, we covered UVXY on the lows of that move when stocks were rallying off the open, covered that right here, took profits. And then we just ended up taking those calls off. We had 154 call strikes we called out in the room this morning, took profit on that late in the day. And S&Ps, same thing, came in, made the call to go long calls here as we moved up into 2,900. And just between those three asset classes, we didn't do anything in gold, but another strong day there. We did do, yesterday was a bigger day for us in FX because we were selling into these highs in the euro, but we signal cover futures and or cash this morning. And I don't feel like doing a whole global macro rundown, but I mean, just basically covered the low of the move. So I just want to make this brief, and some of you have questions about getting in the live room, so I want to make it simple. If you come to jenkinsrm.com, all right, there's a trial room access. You got to be a little bit patient because I got to do this manually. I got to go in the back end. But right here, this will get you into our live trading room. All right, just fill this out. Email, I'll get you a temporary password to come in, but this is probably one of the few rooms that's professionally done. I push alerts to your mobile device, Android, iPhone, etc. And that's where we're trading every day together. Now, as far as the courses go, I don't know how I can make this easier for people, but I just dropped the price on the courses by 1,000. So some of you have kind of been on the fence, and I just want to grow this team. So I'm kind of tired of sitting around waiting and having the sales conversations. So I'm just making this easy. I mean, if you want to just show up at Charles Schwab and get a Series 7 and then try to trade bonds and act like you're standing in the pit, those days are over. You're going to compete with guys that are trading, the high-frequency trading guys that are in and out with way more capital. If you want to learn to trade directionally, I don't know where else you can get this training for under $2,000. Before I used to have $5,000 just to learn our trading model. It's 9 hours directionally to learn truly how to trade directionally with the trend, with your size, with the psychology of trading, and then most importantly, the cycles. Now I dropped it to less than $2,000. This is just our membership. It's $100 a month. I mean, I got guys paying $200 for crypto when the market was collapsing. I mean, this is all markets, crypto, everything, live room access, real-time alerts, all the software, all the technology, $100 a month. Our Pi Cycle trading course, you see that a lot on our videos. I put in our Forex course, our options course, the full entire institutional model. It's at least $6,000 worth of value. It's actually higher than that. I got it for less than $2,000 now. And then the coaching and mentorship program I dropped by $2,000 for you guys. It includes what I think is most pertinent as far as getting started on misbehavior of markets, Mandelbrot, fractals, trading multi-duration, just understanding the math behind the model, not just trend lines and basic technicals. Still have the iPad bonus. You get a free iPad. I put in all the training videos and bonuses there. All right. I mean, taught hundreds of traders, 6 figures, guys that are institutionally trained from the bond business to Forex. You know, this is the independent group, guys that come in, don't know anything, putting up big months, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. And I get tired of going through it all. But I learned it cost me $12,000 to learn to trade Forex in a weekend course. All right, that's what you got to be willing to invest in yourself if you want to learn this stuff. I've taken it down 50% discount. Now I took it down another $2,000. It was $5,000. We're at $3,000 now. So I want to get you guys signed up. I want to build a team. The institutional stuff was kind of pulling me away from the independent trader stuff. So I got to kind of put everybody together. I want to make it easy to get started so we can do bigger, better stuff. So those are the 2 new prices. Again, jenkinsrm.com. And then it's right here on the tab at the top. I'll put the links in the video. All right. What am I missing? Trading service and products right there. You'll find the link. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. I got to head into another meeting. I'll talk to some of you guys in the morning.